So what's going on YouTube? This is the Ninja Movies back again with an all new VHS update. You know, it's been about a week since my last video, so I just thought I'd say thank you for the support on the most recent Out and About. I actually gained quite a few subscribers, so if you're new here, thank you, I appreciate that. Welcome to your very first VHS update. This is actually quite a good update here. I picked up a lot of titles. I went to places like Vinnie's, I went to the Rotary. I nearly could have just done another Out and About video, but I thought I'd mix it up with a VHS update. I am going to be filming a movie night tomorrow night. I did put a poll up on my community side of the channel, so if you guys have not voted yet, definitely vote on what film you would like to see. Currently we're standing and looking like we're going to be watching the film Silent Night, Deadly Night. Once again, no issues there, big fan of that film and it's been many years, but if you would like your input to be heard, definitely go vote on that. Let's get straight into it with an absolute classic here. This is a childhood favourite of mine, and that is the film Stuart Little. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Michael J. Fox. Back to the Future, 1, 2 and 3 are some of my favourite films of all time. And obviously with the disease, Michael J. Fox was really taken out of, you know, being an actor on screen way too early in his career. So he's a damn good voice actor. I just think this is a fun family film. I haven't watched it in several years. I actually watched the third entry the most as a kid. I believe that was just fully animated. I have no real idea why, but for $1 I was so happy to find this out in the wild. Great family film, and I can't wait to revisit it. I also did not know it was from the co-director of The Lion King, a classic Disney film. Honestly, one of my favorites of all time, and that is the film Hercules. Underrated in my opinion. Honestly, James Woods is phenomenal as Hades in this film. It's a great story. It would be up there with like The Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch. Those are my sort of Disney films really. I'm not into the whole sing-along thing, but realistically the songs in here are goddamn catchy. The next one up is, I believe, the only big box that I picked up this week, and that is the film Donnie Brasco, starring Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. I've heard many things about the film, but I have not personally seen it. Let me know your thoughts of Donnie Brasco down below. Actually, this is one of my very first VHSs like this. It might be hard to pick up on the camera, but it says for display only. Moving on from that, we have Dr. No. Now, I was sort of hesitant to pick this up for some odd reason. I've never seen a single James Bond film, not even the Daniel Craig films, but obviously with a film franchise this famous, I feel like I got to dip my toe in at some stage, and I know I do have a clamshell 007 VHS somewhere in my collection. I believe it's Octopussy, I could be wrong, and Sean Connery is meant to be a lot of people's favourite, right up there with Daniel Craig, so maybe I'll check this out at some stage, just see what the whole 007 universe does for me personally. Are you a fan? Let me know down below. Continuing, you can tell if you've been following this channel for a little while, this one is from Vinnie's, and they've been drip feeding me this in particular TV series for quite some time now, and this is Volume 5 of Crusade. Once again, I still have yet to watch any of this show. That's pretty goddamn cool. I did not know we have another brand new sealed VHS in the collection now, so pretty goddamn cool. Moving on, we have the Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. This actually came at such a perfect timing because while I've been enjoying collecting the horror tapes, something I've been slacking on is sort of like older cartoons. I really liked picking up like the Jetsons. I've got a couple of their tapes, the Flintstones, and some of my very first VHS updates on the channel featured some of the original Scooby-Doo cartoons. I've always been a huge fan of Scooby-Doo. I have not seen this in particular film. I actually nearly did pass this up simply because in the store that I was in, I had to replace the case. I just did a quick switcheroo because I'm like, well, I do want the film, but the actual condition of the tape it was in, oh my god, it was horrendous. Everything was peeling off, it was ripped up. But I did the quick sneaky switcheroo. I can't wait to check this out at some stage. I'm not sure, I believe it says 1998 on the back. The next one up, I do fib. I do have a second big box here, and this is the film Lord of the Flies, a film I have not seen since early high school. That's simply the reason I picked it up. I remember enjoying it in high school, and I feel like it's a book that everyone seems to study, but I really don't have a whole lot of recollection of, was the film actually good? I'm gonna check it out more or less. So for $1 here, I thought, why not? Once again, look how goddamn much room there is in this. Why does the box need to be so goddamn big? Moving on from that, this is actually quite good timing to be picking this up. We have the Superman movie. Obviously the brand new Superman trailer dropped. I had every single one of the Superman original 4 films on DVD quite some time ago, so I have seen them. It's been many years. For me personally, I grew up on Superman Returns. I did rewatch that quite recently, and no, it does not hold up, but I did grow up on that film, and I don't mind Man of Steel. Obviously, for a lot of people, and a lot of people probably watching this channel, this is your Superman. I think the films are fine. He's never been my favorite superhero personally, but I am happy to own it, and in great condition there. Moving on, a couple of these VHS I picked up actually I used to own on Blu-ray, so it's kind of nostalgic to have the films again. This is the film Minority Report, a really good film. Tom Cruise has never been my favorite actor. I think I've said that several times on the channel, but this is actually one of the more tolerable films for my personal taste. I like the concept. If you haven't seen Minority Report, definitely check it out. The tape's in great condition. Not really a rare VHS, you know, it's very mass-produced, but I'm happy to own it nonetheless. The next one up is yet again a film I used to own on Blu-ray back in the day, and that is the film Enemy of the State. Will Smith, you know, take his personal life out of it. I honestly think he's one of the best actors of all time, and this is a really underrated film from him. I haven't heard it in a lot of discussions, but it is a great film, great plot. Can't wait to revisit this one personally, and of course, once again, not a rare VHS, but it is in great condition, and I haven't seen it out and about too much personally. Basically, I picked up the film The Castle, and it's kind of a sin because this is a cult classic comedy over here, and for me, I've also expressed on the channel that Australian film has never been my favorite. I just don't think we do it all that well, but the film The Dish, which I do have a movie review up on the channel, go check it out, that sort of changed my mind. I really enjoyed the comedy in that film, and the director of that film also made the film The Castle, so I'm more willing to give it a go right now. I mean, it has Eric Bana in it, you know, one of our greatest to ever do it, and this is sort of where he really started. I think Chopper Reed actually saw him in this in particular film and was like, I want you to play me, as far as I know. It is a split VHS. It also comes with a film called Fear is in the Air. I have never heard of this. It said it did 1.2 million Australian box office, so, you know, those are pretty big numbers for us. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. This looks like a very cheaply animated film. I know nothing of it, but it's a really aesthetic cover. I'm happy to pick it up, give it a shot for like 50 cents, who cares. Runs for 74 minutes. Has anyone seen this in particular film? Probably not. The first 2 Harry Potter films, once again mass-produced, don't really need to buy them, but I saw them, and especially the very first film, there was an RSL, an RSL or a pub basically nearby when this film first came out, and it just ran this film on repeat, and we used to go there quite a bit for dinner, so I have watched the shit out of the first film. It's very nostalgic to me. I enjoyed the whole franchise, but if you're looking for more fun adventure, the first 2 films, maybe it's because it's the younger cast, I'm not too sure, but the charm of the first 2 is really untouchable. Finishing off this VHS update, I had to do it. Honestly, this movie has just gotten better with age, and that is the film Scooby-Doo, and it comes in this really nice green case, very suitable for it. I think everyone just finally appreciates how goddamn funny and good this film was. The casting of Matthew Lillard, everything about this worked in its favor. I also really like the sequel. Once again, I'm a huge fan of Scooby-Doo in general, but a live-action adaptation working this well, it never really happened. So kudos to this film. I'm happy to own it. And that is the VHS update for December. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Leave it a like, add it to your favorite, subscribe. Once again, go vote on the poll on the community side, just so you guys can get your opinion out there on what you want us to watch tomorrow night. I guess that's it, guys. This is the Ninja Movies, signing out. Scoop.